Only me. So this session, about 10 minutes hopefully, I'm going to show you a missile knot. So when you're up a lime tree, normally a commercial lime tree, like a street tree lime tree, sometimes it's really free and you can't throw over, or it gets all snagged up over a union or a branch because of all the epicormic growth all over the shop. We all know that, we've all been there. So a missile knot comes in handy. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So normally, remember fundamentals: clamping hand, feeding hand. They get swapped around on this knot. I find it easier swapping around a little bit on this. So take a bite, there's the tail, about that much. You take a bite, leave a little bit of tail, maybe, let me just measure that. Do it one arm's length, so arms out across the chest, full length. That gives you about that much. So what we're going to do is take the bite, and then with that bite, literally going to come down, just grab another bit at the tail end. So I'll show you that again. I'm going to grab a bite, come down, slide your clamping hand down, take another clamp, so you create another loop, that tail end. Just grab hold of all of that together. Now, at the tail end, we're going to create a wrap, and we're going back on ourselves. So we create an X because we're going back on ourselves. Make each loop nice and tight. Once you start running that tail, I'm going to tuck it through this loop. Through this loop. I was going to do it a bit shorter, but it's easier to show you longer. So we're at the end of the tail, through the loop. Then that loop works simultaneously to the bottom loop. So pull it through. So it grips that tail. Then that's created a noose. We've got a big loop there, so we're just going to pull that through, put in the working end. You don't want branches getting caught in this hole here, so we're just going to tuck that in a little bit. That's the missile knot. So you can do a couple of loops if you're throwing a rope, a couple of loops like that, a couple of longer ones in the other hand, like that, ready to throw. Missile knot, as that comes up and over the branch, but if it wasn't in the correct place, over the wrong branch, you want to pull it out of the union, it won't get caught up like a throw bag or a knot, because it's designed that it feed through from this end down and uncoil itself from inside out. I'll show you. Right, so it's broken, which would have took a little yank, and then see the top feeding through, so it'll come out without getting tangled. Right, let's see if we can get you to do that. Remember, working end, the tail end, working end. We're literally going to take a bite with the right hand, come down and grab the tail end again. So we end up with that. Again, take a bite, come down, just grip it, so the tail's still dangling. That's going to be the length of your knot, so you can adjust that way there. Grab hold of it with your clamping hand, flatten it up, make it easier. The tail end, take a wrap, then back on itself. It create a cross the top one. Back on itself, using the fingers to clamp the rope as you work it round. At the end of the tail, through the loop, clamp it, and just pull the bottom loop. This side will operate this, which we don't want, so we want to pull that end, closing the top. Yeah, nice and neat. Twist it. Get rid of that loop, remember? Put it down. Don't want this hole, get rid of that. Then you got weight in the rope. Couple of loops. Let's get the flick over. Couple of distance loops in the other hand. So when we throw it up, the weight goes up first. Loops uncoil on the way up. It gets caught. Quick yank. Once you've yanked it, let it uncoil. One more time, then you'll have to just keep playing it back until you get it. Grab the rope, the end of your rope, because you're going to throw up anyway. Yeah. Grab right back. Arm to arm across the chest length. Come down with a clamping hand. Choose the length that the knot's going to be. Fold it over. Grab the tail. End up with that. Adjust that to the right size. Clamp. Take a wrap. Back on itself. Keep going. All the way. So you've only got a little tail. Poke the tail through the top loop. Pull the knot at the bottom. Work out which tail you got to pull and work that. Oh. Grips it. Get rid of that loop. Couple of loops. Couple of distance loops. Get to throw over the branch. Get stuck. Yank. That will flip over that. Just yank it in the tree, that's it. Remember, the length of that is how many wraps you put in. More weight the better. Get over the epicormic. Missile knot. It's a throwing knot, missile knot. Won't get caught up. Hope that helps.